I be just pointing it
Yeah,
inside?
let's get you right up here. So get a little shot of the little sign first, because everybody likes to see the sign on their video, since there's no ghost here but the Holy Ghost. And then Sue's grave is back there by the cross. It's just to the left, and one more row back. And right where your index finger is, there's a little zoom button if you want to go back in further. Yep, it goes left and right this way. There you go.
I gotta see the cross. Okay, let me go this way with this.
There you go, you're zooming it now. But she was, we were actually closest to her back in the alleyway. So the spotlight is new, like the little flashlight attachment. So I'm trying to see how bright it looks in real time versus what we get on video, because the videos have been pretty dark. But yeah, I mean, you can pan it back and forth. Do you want me to zoom that in even further so you have a brighter light to work with?
You tell me what's best.
Yeah, let's zoom that out just a little bit. There we go. That looks a little bit better. See where I zoomed it in a little bit? Or made the light brighter?
Yep.
Yeah, even slow movements through here, like it would still be, because we don't know where she's going to show up. Now, last night we actually caught some footsteps in the back of the graveyard. Let's see what my witness is at. Children, farm, weight loss. John. Damn it, John. You need to do more than that. So, Big John that we talked about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
His burial was unknown, and I believe he's in here. To be buried on this side, you have to be from Charleston. Everybody else goes across the street. That's why Calhoun's over there. But John, his funeral services were held downtown, but nobody knows where he's buried. So I think that they had that kind of hidden because he was, a famous football player.
Sure.
So I think he's over here. Because I've been getting little weird clues about him over here past year or so.
Oh, there was just something that just, I swear, like a little, okay, I'm going to say like an orb that just went down.
Okay.
Probably wasn't, but they're just.
Okay, I'll definitely. It does pick up insects that look like.
It could have very well have been.
At the other side, we did capture a very large orb over there about 2 weeks ago. And it was moving intelligently, so it didn't go like one fell swoop, it went like zigzag.
Okay.
And like stopped and moved, and yeah, it was weird. And it was probably a good 5 seconds, 6 seconds total of footage, so that's pretty long for something like that to show up. Stuff in every damn pocket. Keep track of it. Typical Sweet Caroline bar. Let all the drunks sing along. And by the way, did you see the bright light there to the left?
Yeah.
On the wall?
Yeah.
So the church put that there on purpose to deter people from doing this because it's supposed to cause light flares. But obviously my camera sees right through it. Even my thermal, and there's another camera that I like to use to debunk things, but it's a little different. It uses like stick figures to try to determine.
Oh, yeah, I did see that one.
So I use it a lot for debunking purposes. I don't always bring it out. Again, because it's on a tablet, so I usually hand it to like if I know there's a kid in the door, because it's so big.
Oh, sure.
And that way it doesn't look suspicious that a kid's filming everything.
Yep.
Talk to me. What are all the weird things you're getting? Because you're writing all kinds of stuff down. What do you got going on?
Alright, so there's the purpose, secretly, Georgia, we got our priorities, obsessed, came down, that was said twice, road to recovery, sister, tiger, Jesus, hometown, should the Lord.
So like sister, there's something else. Like towards the beginning.
The purpose, secretly, Georgia, we got our priority. And the
So the reason I like sister is because of Dr. Ladd. So Dr. Ladd actually wrote poetry while he was here. We get the word sister over here all the time, just from various devices. His sister published all his work after his death. Possibly might have his sister's name. It shows up between our two communication devices, but the word sister shows up around this area all the time. So again, just a pattern. So once we get up, like probably around, I would say 7 or 8 minutes worth of footage, we'll go ahead and call it on this one. Because she's got a few things, but not anything relevant to. Oh, the 29. I didn't explain that.
Yeah.
Sue was 29 when she died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So. That was an insect going through.
Okay.
Again, this camera, I'm still learning about it. I've been talking to my partner because this is like his expertise. He's the one who referred me to go to this camera instead of the one I was using. It's just very interesting how sometimes you get like a nice dark screen like that. It's hard to make out.
Right.
And then.
Well, maybe that post, maybe that part of the post in it, or this railing.
Keeps changing her damn sweater to a flannel to the tank top she had on. Like, you're the right person hanging out with us. She keeps changing her damn clothes back there. We had, like, I'm not hearing any of the footstep shuffling sounds that we had last night. It was weird. Like, to the point where we stopped with this camera and went to the crazy voice recorder. So that way we can hear it, because it can hear things all the way from the back. And we caught it. It was through most of the 5-minute session that I let her record that with. It's just an interesting piece.
And it wasn't while you were here. Could you hear it with your ears,
yes.
or was
and that's
it through
why
that?
It was why.
Okay.
And then she heard it through the voice recorder as well. And then I went back to the recording, and it was all there.
Okay.
So, and it was because we had people walking by us, and she made a note like it does not sound like that through here.
Sure.
She's like, it is definitely a shuffling of feet, like moving across. It's actually pretty cool stuff. Holiday. Now I have brother. She had sister. I got brother. That's weird. Okay. We got about 8 minutes on there now?
Yep. 8.3.
All right. Go ahead and hit that button on the back where I hit the start.